this morning halfway forgetting that we decorated the house in the last vlog, which was yesterday for me, and it felt like someone left a massive surprise for me in here. I love Christmas decor. Can we be in holiday content? Can we just say that we are now? That would be great. Hi, hello, good morning. Welcome back to the channel. I have some things I'm really excited to do with y'all today. I tried to do a serum today under my sunscreen. I don't think it's working. I also am 48 hours away from hosting a baby shower for the pastors of my church. Me and two other girls are doing it together, and it's kind of like a last minute thing. They just adopted two kids from Africa. So that is the next vlog, but I need to prep some things, some like kind of more DIY decor things as much as I can to make tomorrow and the next day as seamless as possible. So we got some crafting to do together. And then lastly, something I really want to do before the end of the year and would be nice to do before we have family here is just like a end of year donations clean out. I have some random things that are just like sitting in corners behind doors and like taking up space in my closet. And Jordy was like, oh, I'll go do a donation run. So I would love to go through and fill up his car with as many donations as possible. I'm in my uniform. Are we surprised? My Quinn's cardigan, my everyday tanks, and my wide-legged pants. It just works, you know? A couple things came in. One of the DIYs I'm doing for the shower, we were hoping to have someone help us like hand paint a sign to go on the fireplace in their home, but just with it being such a quick turnaround last minute, we couldn't find someone willing and available to help us, and I have the worst handwriting in the world. So what I got is a canvas banner, and I have felt letters already, but they're white, and the kind of color theme of the shower is like this like kind of burgundy fall leading into Christmas kind of color tone. So I got fabric paint in this maroon color, and I'm hoping to paint the felt letters that I have and then just basically hot glue it onto this. So I would like to paint that in the morning just to give it a lot of time to dry. Also, mouse update. We caught 4 or 5 mice, and I was like, I think that's all of them. So I deep cleaned the whole kitchen and then started putting stuff back in the pantry. Woke up the next morning, the things I put in the pantry ripped open. So we caught another mouse this morning. One of the things I had to do was throw away my felt organizer, or like it's like a canvas organizer for my sheet trays and stuff. So I just got something that could be sanitized in the future if needed. I got these cheapo little things. So let's see if, I don't know if those are thick enough for some of my thicker ones. But let's just see what this will do. I honestly don't know how or why mice got into this one because there's no food in here. And like some of our cabinets have the ability to add like electrical. There's like an empty electrical box, and that makes sense as to how they got into those. But this one I just haven't been able to figure out. But I thoroughly sanitized everything in here. Let's see. I don't think both of these will fit. Almost. Almost. Not quite. I don't think I like it. I miss my felt caraway one. This hardly holds anything. This might be a flop. Scratch that. I miss it. I've been watching tracking, waiting for this to get here today, and it just got here, just cut into it. This is something that I'm really grateful for right now because life feels a little crazy, I'm not gonna lie, and this is gonna be helpful. But you know my smart oven that I love and I use it for actually everything? I've had one of these since 2019. This brand is called Tovala. I think a thing that not a lot of people know is that Tovala as a brand has the smart ovens, but they also have a meal delivery service. They're like chef crafted meals that you could sign up for that come to your door. They're really good recipes and they take 1 minute of prep, and then you scan this QR code. The oven has a scanner and will know like, oh, I'm gonna bake it for this long at this temp, but then I'm gonna broil it at the end to get the cheese crispy. Like, it's so smart. Okay, We're gonna do a Southwest salmon and street corn. When I was dating Jordy, he loved using my Tovala when he came to visit me. So he actually signed up when they were offering the deal that they are offering again right now. And that is when you sign up for the meals, they give you the oven for free. But I just wanted to let y'all know that this is even happening. And boom, there's the finished product literally 14 minutes later. 1 minute of prep, and then it was in the oven for 13 minutes. I think that this is really amazing because even though I love to cook, fact of the matter is, unless it's like a special occasion or like, you know, a date night or I'm having friends over, most of the time I don't have the capacity to cook, but I want real foods. This is like having a little personal chef. You don't have to babysit it, which is great. I could tell you a million things about it, about scanning barcodes from frozen foods, about just like, oh, there's so many cool things, but I'm gonna spare you. And instead, I'm just gonna say, I'll leave a link in the description for you if you wanna sign up for their meals and then get the actual oven for free. It's so cool. Thank you, Tovala, for sponsoring this video. I don't know how this is gonna work. Basically, here's the letters. Their names are Zara and Aubrey. And then I also had this heart that I thought was cute, but the shade of the heart is like slightly not correct, especially if I paint the letters a maroon. So I figured I would just paint the heart too. I wish these felt letters came with an and, but they did not come with an and, so it just says their names. But it'd be cute if it was like Zara and Aubrey. Okay, I might need gloves. Gloves and an apron, being somewhat responsible, not fully responsible. I still have sleeves. Apparently people like completely change their couch color and such with this type of paint. Okay, it's very runny. All right, say a little prayer. Oh wow. Since this is felt, it's like so porous, but it is drinking that up. It's kind of calming. Oh, we're about to have drums happening. Jordy's been live streaming writing songs every day. He'll do like 3 hours on Instagram in the morning and then 3 hours on TikTok in the afternoon as a way to like learn production, hold himself accountable. He tries to write like 3 songs a day when he's not on tour, which is crazy. But also it's been fun because people watching the streams, if Jordy doesn't like love the song and he's like, I'm not gonna cut this, people have been like, hey, can I cut it? And he's like, sure. And like sends them the stems. And then he gets like, he owns half the master, which is really cool because then he gets streaming income from the songs that other people cut. It's a pretty smart thing he's doing, honestly. There we go. Honestly, I feel like you wouldn't be able to tell that they weren't this color. It like drinks up the paint. Like I had to go back over a couple times because white spots would start to show. But I'm gonna let that dry and then later we can try to make a little felt canvas sign, which would be great. And let's start finding things to donate. Like I'll show you what I mean about like what I've been doing. Like this door behind it, just stuff. Another big area that I need to attack is the closet in my office upstairs. That's going to be a guest bedroom during the holidays for family. And I've just been shoving things for future videos in there. So there's like things that I will use in videos very soon, but then also I don't know what. So please enjoy a little montage of me finding random things, and I'll probably just pile it all here. I put one of the boxes outside, but I'll pile the rest there probably. Of events. It's not a big deal, it's just annoying. I found mouse droppings up here. I did not think we had mice up here. I thought they were localized to like our kitchen area and also under our bed. I'm just gonna pause. I'm gonna pause all of this. So I'm calling the exterminator back to see if he could help us more. So well, since that feels like a flop, I'm gonna tell y'all something instead. I wasn't planning on telling y'all this yet because it still feels like kind of premature and we're still trying to figure out exactly how it's gonna look, how it's gonna work, but you know, might as well let y'all in on it because we have had a bit of a change in plans at least maybe not long-term plans, but short-term next year or two plans. And this is regarding our ADU rebuild. As y'all know, we have been in the process of trying to get the plans and everything done to rebuild the guest house in the back. It's for my parents. My parents are partial owner of this house because they were looking for a spot to come spend summers, get out of the Texas heat for reasons we were unaware of, have to rebuild the whole thing legally. That process has been so slow moving and just frustrating. We're getting solar installed in a couple of weeks, that's required, but like there's all these soil testing and logistics and things that we have to do before the architect can get things finalized by the engineer to get permits. But it's been this, like, we've been basically working on it for a year already, and we feel like we're missing time with my parents because they're like, we don't want to be in your hair, we want to like feel like we have our own space and can kind of like just come stay for a long time and not like be in your way, which I understand. We're also kind of unsure as to what like the next couple of years even look like. So we do think it's wise to keep on keeping on with the plans of the ADU, which, you know, at this rate, maybe we'll have them done in 3 years, but not rush into the whole huge construction and expense of it all, because building an ADU in California is so ridiculously expensive. Huge financial burden. Huge. As we figure that out, what we're thinking about doing is converting upstairs into its own unit and making this essentially like a duplex. Because yeah, we watch movies up here and we enjoy having the space and I enjoy having an office, but we don't need it. Especially in this phase of life where it's just Jordy and I. Like downstairs is probably 800 square feet. And then we have Jordy's studio that we added on, turned the garage into that, which is probably another like 500 square feet. Plenty of space for 2 people. So we don't need this additional probably 800 square feet up here until we have kids. And this actually did used to be a duplex once upon a time. This was a separate unit with a separate entrance. We are thinking about early on in the new year doing a few things to make this its own unit. You want to see what our thoughts are? The biggest thing is turning this area into a kitchenette. This used to be a kitchenette once upon a time. It backs up to the bathroom, so there's plumbing in this wall already. I will miss this cozy little nook, but we have an idea of where to relocate my gallery wall. We would do kitchenette here. I feel like it would also make sense to carry the countertop along this wall too, to just give as much kitchen space as possible, because it's like really not a huge space. Obviously, then this will be like their den, their room. My dad will use this office when they're staying here as his office, and then when they're not staying here, I would use it as mine. At the top of the stairs here, we would build out a soundproofed door that basically divides upstairs from downstairs. So this staircase would be in our half, which this is where I'm thinking about doing the gallery wall. It's like a super high ceiling, painting that like a fun dark brown and doing like pictures all the way up and down. I don't know how we'll hang pictures all the way up there because it's like the stairs are down there. The ceiling is up there. Anyways, I'm sure one of our really handy friends that's not afraid of heights can help me do that, because I do just like love a cluttered gallery wall and there's no spot for that downstairs. And then the entrance to get in and out of the unit is actually just this patio, because there's already a door here and it would be the least amount of like massive construction. And what we would hopefully do, depending on permitting and all of that, is this would go down a staircase that would land down here, probably like a spiral staircase for like space efficiency purposes. So that would land kind of where those chairs are, maybe a little bit back towards the grill. And then this would be an external entrance. But also, this is just something fun. The one thing that I asked for Christmas that we are gonna set up, we're gonna set it up over here. There's like this dead space here that my mom has this panel of red lights that she loves. She like sets it up in her shower and it basically turns it into a sauna. And she's like, it has been such a huge help for her health and all sorts of things. And she's pretty convinced that with lupus, since I have to stay out of the sun, there'd be a lot of benefits for me. And she's like, for Christmas, I would love to get you one of those, because also when I'm in town, I could use it. And I was like, that sounds incredible. And so I think I'm going to build out like a little shed on this side of the patio that we'll put the panel inside of, and it would basically heat up for like to create a sauna. I found a shed completely made out of wood that would fit there from, I forget if it was a Home Depot or Lowe's, but for like $400, and have like a sauna setup, which is so ridiculous and unnecessary. But I am curious to see if that helps with all of my autoimmune things and just flares immunity, all the sorts of things. So we'll set that up out there and then maybe figure out what type of furniture makes the most sense for them for the rest of the patio. That's our plan as of now. I'm excited about it because I hate feeling like it's been a whole year of having this house. My parents they don't feel comfortable just like coming for months at a time because they feel in the way and in our hair, and like there's not enough privacy for each of us. So I am hoping that this is a way to get them out here a lot more, and this is a way to buy us a couple of years, just really figure out what everybody wants. So this is our like 2 to 3 year temporary solution to see how that all shakes out. And now there's no stress and it won't be as frustrating with like how slow moving this process is. Probably way too premature to be telling y'all about this, but we might try to start doing this type of construction as soon as January, which is really soon. So it'll be fun to see how it all turns out. I am excited about it. Jordy just picked up my car, brought it home, gave me a glass of eggnog, put soup on, and then is driving our new pet mouse that we just caught to school, which means the park. I could not do it without that man. He's so awesome.
Tell me about what you got.
Just some goog eyes.
Why did you get some googly eyes?
Amazon.
But why?
Oh, why not?
For a very specific purpose, I believe. That's all your idea and you're insistent on it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, right there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie, you look so good. Making his way downtown.
Hey, Robbie. Just cleaning. Wow. Yum. Thank you. There you go.
Thanks, babe. You cleaned the whole kitchen. Made me 2 dinners.
About 10 seconds.
I'll clean up this and then I'll finish off this DIY with the bluge. Hot glue's really been my best friend lately.
That's my best friend.
You're my best friend? Oh yeah, that's true. My other best friend. Oh, that. Wow, one less thing to stress about for the checklist. All right, I came in here away from Robbie doing his thing because he can be a little loud sometimes when I'm trying to film. But I wanted to say thanks for spending the day with me, even on the days that I might be a little bit stressy, might be trying to do a little bit too much. We're going to be doing another vlog tomorrow. And the next day, I'm basically filming every day until family gets here. So come along, come hang out for the next one if you want to. But I wanted to say thanks again to Tovala for partnering with me on this video. If you want to sign up for some of their meals, I will have my link down in the description box if that's something that you're into, or if you just want to read more about the oven itself for other purposes as well. I'll have all that. I love y'all. I hope you have the best rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.